Hi there, and welcome to the first episode of the ClickFunnels Quick Start tutorial here. So we're just going to cover some basics just to get you in your account and familiar with what it's all about. So let's first start at the top here. We've got this sort of option area, and when we click on that, it's going to show us our workspaces and how many we have. And if we click on that, it's going to open it up if you have more than one. And you can see I'm in here in my outstanding funnels workspace here. Essentially, each workspace is, for different separate brands or companies. That way everything is, confined to its own workspace, and there's no crossover when you have different payment gateways or email integrations, right? So none of that will get mixed up. And it's easier to manage for your clients, and if you invite your client, let's say you're managing their website, you invite them into their workspace that you're managing, they won't be able to see any other workspaces and, get confused and concerned and that sort of thing. So that's the advantage of the workspaces here. And if for some reason they want you to hand over that workspace to them, or that's part of your service, at the end you hand it off, then it's separate, and then you won't be messing with anyone else's workspace in their site and company and brand. So that's just a quick rundown of the workspaces there. Next, we've got teams. So if we go to team settings, you can see here I've been invited to a team, and I can manage all these workspaces, and I've got my own workspace that I'm working inside of here. And so that's just a quick rundown there. You can easily invite people to your workspace, and you can set their permissions, and we'll go into that later, what that will look like. Next, we've got the dashboard here. It's going to tell you what's going on inside of your account, your orders, recent orders, sales and leads, recent blog posts, broadcasts. You can quickly jump to those recent activities there, some training at the bottom, and we've got this quick action button here, so we can quickly hop into wherever we want to go. If we want to create a new workflow, product, page, funnel, broadcast, or blog post, we can just quickly hop right into that. Okay, so next we're going to hop into the site. So here we can see the subdomain of the website we currently have. You can see where you can preview what your site looks like. Go in here and customize your site. And then there's a bunch of style management shortcuts here. So if we come in here and we click customize real quick, you can see that we can manage the different styles, the content of all these different pages. So this would be your website, or it could be also known as a funnel hub, right? So where your visitors can learn more about you and climb your value ladder depending on what they need from your site. We've got the blog, customer center, right? That's where they're going to log in, get access to their membership area and content, community, their products that they've purchased, and that subscriptions and that sort of thing. So you can customize what that looks like. The course area, page not found, in case there's an error or you remove a page. There's a coming soon page. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But if you want them to, you want to hide your site until it's ready to launch, you can do that. And there's an example page, but it's any other site page you might need, right? If you need to create a privacy policy or that sort of thing, you would do so with these example pages. All right, so I'm back here at the site overview. I'm going to hop into the settings or site settings. Right, so here at the top, we can see the site title. So on all of those pages, the title will be Neural Network Site, and that is found at the top of the page. So if you look at the top of your browser and you have a tab open, which you're viewing this video, you would see the title of this page beside a little icon up there. Next, we've got the domain. So this is the default subdomain here. That's just sort of a placeholder. You create that as you create your account, so yours is going to be different. And we can actually customize this with a branded domain or subdomain that we own that you purchase a domain from somewhere, and you can, brand your pages and get rid of this myclickfunnels.com subdomain. Next, we've got the site favicon. So at the top of your browser, you're going to see a little icon beside the title, page title, and that favicon is that icon, and you can customize that. The site header logo, so that's going to be used on your pages with your style and theme. So put your brand logo in there if you'd like, and you can quickly set that up. Time zone, you can set that to your current time zone. It has some different uses. We can talk about that later. Next, we have the site availability. So public means that all of those pages, the blog, the membership, all of those pages we previewed just a moment ago, can be seen by anyone. Then we have the coming soon page, and you can see that page that I showed you, the coming soon with the form on there. People can join your newsletter, get an update when it comes out, and that sort of thing. And that way all of your pages will show that coming soon page. So if you want to hide your site until it's ready, you can click coming soon until you're ready to launch and come back and make it public. Next, we've got the tracking codes. So this head tracking code and footer tracking code will load on each of your pages. All right, so within your website, and that way you don't have to manually add it to each page, and that's good convenience there. So, usually when you're installing a pixel or a script, it's going to tell you whether you need to put it in the head code or the footer code and save it. So next we have the advanced settings. This is going to be for managing your style and themes. It's a little more advanced. It's going to override the theme selected, and so we'll talk about that a little later. Next we have the SEO and sharing area. So to keep in mind something here, your site title is part of your SEO. So SEO is search engine optimization. So essentially what search engines are considering about your website when they are scanning your website, or people are looking for content, they want to match their search query with the best possible website or web page, and your site title is going to have a role in that. So just, make sure your site is labeled properly of your company name, brand name, that sort of thing. And your separate pages and funnels will be able to have their own site titles as well. So where SEO may not be as important if you're sending direct traffic, such as paid traffic or creating blog posts, but that will send SEO towards those pages, which is good for ranking in search engines. So keep in mind your page description will be important as well. So just letting people know what your site is about and what to expect on your website. Just to hop back up here, this default page title is actually going to override all of those pages. So previously when I was in the editor and you saw me looking at my blog page, course page, etc., this here will override that page title for all of those. So I'm going to set that to blank. And here we've got a default sharing image, right? So anytime you share a URL on, say, Facebook or Twitter, it's going to try and find the first image that is on the web page to share and let people know what the page is about, what the URL is about that you're sharing. Well, here we can control what is displayed when we share the URL, or someone else shares that URL on social media, for example. So in this case here, you may want to put something more relevant, or it gives you a chance to really customize what content is displayed whenever that URL, the link to your page or site, is shared across the web. So take advantage of that and use the default sharing image there. Going to update my changes. And so that covers the first episode here of the ClickFunnels tutorial, jumpstart videos. Please, if you have any questions, leave comments below. I'd be happy to help. And I'll put a card up to the next video.